There was once a baby koala, so soft and round, that all who saw her loved her. There once was a baby koala so soft and round that all who saw her loved her. Her name was Koala Lou.
Hello, Koala.
The emu loved her. The snakes loved her. And even tough little koala paws next door loved her. But it was her mother who loved her most of all. 100 times a day she would laugh and shake her head and say,
Koala Lou, I do love you.
Whenever she stretched in the early morning sun, or climbed a gum tree, or bravely went down to the track all by herself, her mother would smile and say,
Koala Lou, I do love you.
The years passed and other koalas were born. Brothers and sisters for Koala Lou. Soon her mother was so busy she didn't have any time to tell Koala Lou that she loved her. Although she did, of course. Every night, as she curled up under the stars, Koala Lou thought about the times when her mother had looked at her and said, Koala Lou, I do love you. And she longed for her to say it again. One night, Koala Lou had a splendid idea. Preparations had begun for the Bush Olympics. She would enter the Olympics. She would compete in the marathon. And when she won, her mother would fling her arms around her neck and say, Koala Lou, I do love you. Koala Lou began training right away. She jogged and pumped, lifted weights and panted. She hung from a branch with one claw at a time. So she ate. She did push-ups until her stomach hurt. And last of all, she climbed the tallest tree that she could find over and over again. Sometimes her mother would watch her and ask,
How you going, Possum?
At
Homebush Stadium for the annual running of the Bush Olympics. Here we have the finishing off of the second to last event for the day, the snake race. And off they go, and I think it's Stanley the snake, and he's taking it out. Stanley takes the gold. And, sorry, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Rags the Emu, and I'll be your host for today. And now finally to the last event of the Bush Olympics, the Koala Marathon. Koalas, could you please take your places? We have Koala Lou and what's your name again? Koala Claus and Koala Lou. We need some crowd participation. Everybody on this side of the room, can you please cheer for Koala Claus? Just a quick cheer, please. And everybody on this side of the room, can you please cheer for Koala Lou? Okay, koalas, take your start, take your position. On your marks, get set, go! Takes out the marathon just in front of Koala Lou, a disappointed Koala Lou after she's been training very hard and trying to impress her mother, but very dejected looking. Thanks, that's all from here.
Koala Lou came second. Koala Lou went off and hid. She heard the shouts of the Bush Olympics and cried her little heart out. When the first stars of the evening appeared in the sky, Koala Lou crept home through the dark and up into the gum tree. Her mother was waiting for her. Before she could say a word, her mother flung her arms around her neck and said,
Koala Lou, I do love you.
and she hugged her for a very long time.